Privet. Menya zohvut Chris. Ocean Priatna. Hi everyone, Yakety Thak here. Welcome to my Russian writing practice video. I've been about 4 to 5 days now into the Russian, and I'm a big fan of the language. It has a Cyrillic styled alphabet. There's some characters a lot of native English speakers definitely aren't going to recognize. And these are the numbers written po-russki. Yeah. Ty govorish po-russki? Ty govorish po-russki. Do you speak Russian? And if you do, I'm certain you would be able to read these. It's sloppy to me, but I had a little more practice with the if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. And there's definitely more consistency to the size and lettering. Okay, this is just the romanized of these words. Now, I went onto YouTube, as I always do, for my learning and how to write in the language, and I really took my time here. Whether you're a native Russian speaker or not, you are able to read with ease and clarity the characters anyways. And again, Privet. Menya zohvut Chris. Ocean Priatna. Hi, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. Здравствуйте. Меня зовут Chris. Приятно познакомиться. It's an even greater pleasure to meet you formally by saying it that way. Spasiba. Thank you. Now, большое спасибо. A lot of people would look at this who've never seen Russian or heard it, пожалуйста, and you're not going to have a clue how to pronounce these things. But because I've taken my time following the videos and I write it beautifully as I possibly can, considering I've never written Russian. Most of these shapes I've never encountered, I've never read. I don't have anybody in my life that speaks this language. But if you take your time, you'll very, very quickly develop a better understanding of the target language. Okay, so up here, you would not think this H is the N sound. Немного, немного, okay? Нет, unless you start studying the Russian. That's why it's important for me to keep all these letters clean. Извините. Most people aren't going to figure out that the 3 and a B and a backwards N followed by a backwards, like, извините, okay? But that's the thing is, when you want to study a language, you try to use all the tools available to you. Learn the script. And don't tell the word how it should sound. Study how it sounds and replicate that sound. And your fluency will develop much quicker. And you'll also find in your interactions with native speakers that immediately they're going to realize that you're not a native speaker of whatever the language is you're attempting to communicate with them in. But they're not going to have to be taking time to correct you. And if there's, a little mispronunciation on one part of a word, they're not going to stop to say anything, because even in your own native language, like mine in English, and I make mistakes all the time, nobody stops to correct me because they understand what I'm trying to say. The gist of the message comes through clearly, and that's all that matters. You can never be perfect in language. You will never be perfect. If you're perfect for a year, it's even worse, because one day you're going to be talking to someone, in the middle of saying something, you're going to have a burp or a hiccup, and your perfect streak comes to an end. So don't even bother attempting to try to be perfect with anything. Be effective. And being effective means you're expressing something to someone else through the medium of language. And to me, that's what perfection is that your message was conveyed in a comprehensible way. Everything else besides that is just frilly, lacy stuff on the side. The poetry that's available to you for self-expression. Language is free knowledge. Keep talking.